Hello everybody, and welcome to Pottyboy Plays Road Avenger on the Sega Mega CD. This is my first of the Potty Plays videos that I'm doing. Basically, I'm just doing it just to add a bit of variety to my channel. Really looking at games for other systems, and of course I'll be doing two versions of these. You basically got the one without me waffling on, and one with. And anyway, so the first game started here is Road Avenger, because I've been playing a lot of the Mega CD lately. I got a Mega CD a few years ago. This one didn't come bundled with it. I actually did get this one separately, quite cheap. Managed to pick it up. It's basically for those who've never seen this game before. It was originally a laserdisc arcade game, released back in about 1985, and it was ported to the Sega Mega CD by Wolfteam about 92-93. And it was basically like Dragon's Lair. It's kind of like you got this video, and you have to press a button at certain times and whatnot. But in my opinion, this is one of the the gameplay is kind of limited, like Dragon's Lair, but in my opinion, this game works quite well, and it's easily one of the best games of its type. But it works really. Despite the fact that you don't have full control over your car, it's one of the best examples of its type, and probably really the only F&V game worth getting on the Mega CD, bar a couple of others. But yeah, I do regularly fire this one up. Yeah, the gameplay is very, very limited, but the on-screen action is really insane. I mean, just look at this intro. Yeah, talking this intro, you gotta love the cheesy music at the start. Well, I'm gonna revive, whatever it goes like. Anyway, so yeah, it's just loading up. There's the title screen, Road Avenger. I'm always going to play each game with the default settings. But yeah, anyway, so here we go. This is how the game starts off. And here we go. Here's the game presenting all its grainy vision glory. Yes. I say that because as you can see here, the video is very, very grainy. That's mainly due to the Mega CD's technical limitations. It was capable of doing FMV, but it wasn't very good at it. It was very limited in the amount of colour it had available. Because the thing is, the Mega Drive had a very limited colour palette. I think it can only display something like 16 or 32 colours out of 512, which is very limited. But of course, when they brought up the Mega CD, they didn't really do much with the video stuff. It could still only display 32 colours, which is so as a result, it does show quite badly on the FMV based games. It's not bad because it's animation. Yeah, the colours are always going to be solid, but it's very grainy. But it's not unplayable. Oh, I just died there. I fall straight into the sea. Yeah, I do die a lot in this video because I've got this terrible habit with this game of mistaking the brakes for the turbo and vice versa. Because there's so much on-screen action. I mean, look at it. I mean, you're driving through pavements. You nearly crashed into that car. Now to that bicycle on a pier type thing. You're almost running over people. The action in it is absolutely insane. But it's great. It makes the game more entertaining than it should be. And look at that! I just pulled straight to a shop. Loads of people screaming and running away and running for their dear lives. Nearly get run over by a truck, and this is one of the most exciting games I've ever played. Despite the limited gameplay, it's really quite exciting. I mean, oh, did I see that? There's lots of people in just the swimming trunks. Oh my word. That's just something you don't see every day down at your local beach. Down at the coast. All these mad people out to get you. Anyway, well, basically the story is, the story of this game is that you're working for like some kind of agency. But basically, you got these baddies. They call themselves the RRR, whatever it is, and basically you're like one of like a group of fighters, agents sort of thing, basically trying to stop them. But you've got that extra bit of incentive because they've actually killed your girlfriend. So bastards. So you're really after them. Basically, the only way to settle it is to it's because they're a motor-based, a vehicle-based gang that you're after. The only way to do it is to take to the road and shunt them. Basically, you just got to try and shunt them all off the road and kill them all. There's about eight or so stages. I've never actually really finished this game because I die too much. And it's often me because of mistaking the brakes for the turbo. Yeah, I'm not a master at this game. I've never actually really finished it, but I'm hoping to one of these days. Cause I think once you get used to where the brake and the turbo is, you can actually get used to it. I mean, you got the on-screen indicators there, but if you want an extra challenge, you can actually turn them off. But trust me, unless you know the game off by heart, if you've actually played the game to death, I wouldn't bother turning them off. You'll need them. So it's a matter of case of timing and stuff and pressing the right buttons, just like Dragon's Lair, which I have to admit I have got a bit of a soft spot for. I've only really did the first game though. Dragon's Lair 2, I've never really actually played that one. And there's also Dragon's Lair 3 as well. At least I know there's Dragon's Lair 3 on the Amiga. But the problem with those two on the Amiga is that you can't turn on arrow indicators. So they're very difficult, frustrating games. Because these games you do need a lot of practice and training on, so the on-screen symbols actually really come in handy. And the idea is that you just keep playing it with the symbols on until you get to a point whereby you can literally memorise the whole game. Which there's quite a lot to remember. Just blow up a truck there. There's one bit in this level I absolutely love. I was quite surprised when I first played this. Oh bugger, I mistook the brake again. And I'm going to plunge straight into that car. Oh right, just avoid it. But yeah, Dragon's Lair was it's one game I do have a soft spot for, primarily because I do love animation and I love my dragons and I love my video games. So it's kind of like you got all three rolled into one. It's not very good as a video game, but in terms of like the animation and stuff and whatnot and what goes on and things, it's not a bad game. I have actually got a soft spot for it. I've of course played many of the home conversions, including the likes of like the Commodore 64 and the Spectrum ones. I think this is the bit coming up. Maybe not. Oh, here it is. Oh, get off my bonnet, you! That's it. Get on. Get off. Serves you bloody right. Yeah, jumping on people's bonnets. But I mean, oh my god, this is absolutely insane. So, yeah, limited gameplay is very limited, but I'm loving this. Yeah, probably like I said, this is really bar a couple of others. This is really one of the very few F&V games actually worth getting. But I mean, Dragon's Lair you can get for the Mega CD, but that's like the worst quality video you can think of. That is really grainy video. And that's what stops the Mega CD version from being perfect. lost my continue. Yeah, what I'll do is if I come across a game where you've got limited continues, I'll play the game until I absolutely run out of continues and can't continue anymore. We'll of course be doing a few coin ops, but what I'll do for those is that I'll just give myself 1 credit, because basically I just want to show you the game as well as giving my my thoughts about it in the audio commentary version as well. Because that's one thing I find out what most YouTubers don't really do. You tend to find that either they'll just do a gameplay video with just them playing a game, or they'll only do one where they talk over it. I'm going to do both. So if you don't want to hear me waffling on, don't play the one with the audio commentary. Just play the one without. But yeah, Road Avenger is really good. It's very limited gameplay. If you're not into F&V sort of base games and whatnot, it might not be for you, but give it, at least give it a try. I mean, the on-screen action more than makes up for the lack of the gameplay. It's a very exciting game to play. I think that really did actually help it. Oh, I've just lost another continue. Yeah, I think if I remember right, I did lose a lot of continues on this level, mainly because of the bad timing. So yeah, I mean, these F&B based games, to be fair, there were actually quite a lot of them on the Mega CD, and not many of them were very good. And I do have to agree with others, they don't always offer much in the way of replay value. But yeah, there's I must admit there are a lot of these sort of games on the Mega CD, and to be fair, that was its downfall. There were too many of these sort of games because back then graphics weren't realistic really, so they had to rely on animation and live action film to give the graphics. That's what Dragon's Lair did anyway. But the thing is, even on the Mega CD, with the Mega CD's limited F&V capability, they still look shit. So often you end up with a game that looked shit and played shit. This one plays alright, but the action is really absolutely insane, exciting. So this one gets a lot of it's quite a well-known game with Mega CD owners. A lot of people say if there's one F&V game that's actually worth trying out, it's this one. I did actually quite enjoy this one to a certain extent. But I mean, there are some truly awful F&V games. There's one I bought recently. I can't believe I paid so much paid about £5 for it or something like that. It was Tomcat Alley, which is kind of like a Top Gun sort of game. My copy didn't come with an instruction manual, and I don't know how to play it because I die straight away. It's like I press all the buttons. It's like, come on, I'm pressing all the buttons, selecting the missiles, trying to select all the missiles and stuff, and I can't do it. I don't know how you do it, and it's just makes the game, bloody unplayable. But yeah, it's not. That was a really terrible game, and like I said, there were quite a few F&V games on the Mega CD. So this is not a bad Mega CD game. But like I said, oh, you got to love the look of their faces. The action is really exciting, but the gameplay is rather limited. And of course, it does suffer from the old grainy video. So I'm really enjoying the on-screen action. It's one of the most exciting games to watch. But yeah, it's certainly an Mega CD game worth trying out. And of course, being a laserdisc arcade game, you can get it. You can play it on the play it on your PC with the likes of emulators like Daphne and whatnot, and many other laserdisc games as well. But yeah, this isn't the. I wouldn't say this is the best game on the Mega CD. For me, there's 3 games I can think of that the absolute best I think has been the absolute best games on the Mega CD that I do have. There's quite a few others I haven't played yet that are considered rated quite highly. But there's 3 I can think of off the top of my head. There's the I love Silpede. I absolutely love Silpede. Great little shoot 'em up. Really loved that on the Mega CD. Made good use of the Mega CD's capabilities. And it showed that to the player. I mean, I love the all the cutscenes in it. They're really beautifully done on that game, and it's a great fun little blaster. Other games. Second favourite game is for me is Sonic CD. I love that is a really good. So that's a really good Sonic game. Not the best one, but it's very good. It's classic Sonic, and it was considered one of the best games for the Mega CD, and it is a really good game. It made quite good use of the Mega CD's capabilities. It had CD audio. The bonus stages used the Mega CD's scaling and rotating hardware, and it looked really impressive. It also had an F&V intro, which was really good, because one thing that was quite clever about it is that I think from what I've heard, they only used the colours for it was an animated intro, and it was like a proper film like this. But they, I think from what I heard, they only used colours that were available on the Mega Drive. I think that's what I heard anyway. It was just a little something I think I might have heard from somewhere. I don't know if that's exactly true, but it looks really impressive, and the Japanese soundtrack was really good as well. The US one, I did quite enjoy the US soundtrack as well, but I prefer the Japanese soundtrack even more. I think it's got that slight edge. And of course, there's the whole time travelling thing and whatnot. I think that it really did add to the game. But I'm going to admit this, guys, that one of my all-time favourite Mega CD games I've ever played. I've never got far in this one. Never finished it. It's not a long adventure. But my favourite Mega CD game is probably Jurassic Park. I'm just going to start my last continue now. But yeah, my absolute favourite Mega CD game at the moment, and it's one that I'm playing and really enjoying lots, is Jurassic Park. It's a really good, great little adventure. I'm a huge fan of the film as well. It was a film I watched growing up, and it was I absolutely thought it was fantastic. I mean, it was literally nothing like it at the time, and it was just absolutely mind blowing. I'm a huge fan of the film, and add to the fact, back when I was a kid, I did love my dinosaurs. So just seeing Jurassic Park was like it was the closest you could get to real life. But I still think it's a fantastic film. I absolutely love it to bits. But yeah, I think it's a great film. The Mega CD game is fantastic. It's only let down by the fact that although the game uses CD audio, it would have been fantastic to hear John Williams' brilliant soundtrack to the film, which sadly is absent. But the game itself is really great. It's a great game to show off the Mega CD's capabilities, because the sort of adventure game it is, it's like Myst. It's like you got like a background sort of thing, a location. You can scroll along it and stuff, and you interact with objects. And the basic whole idea of the game is to rescue is to rescue 7 dinosaur eggs from 7 different species. And it's a really good game. If you haven't played it and you love your adventure games and you love Jurassic Park, it's a great game worth checking out. It's quite a challenge as well, because you are on a time limit, but But in response to Steve Benway's Moto Racer review, saying that he didn't like time limits within games, I think in a way, for some games, time limits are really needed. Particularly if, because I mean, in real life, often you're working against the clock. And Jurassic Park is no exception. Okay, this one you haven't got like, minute time limits. They're about a minute long. This one you got 12 hours to finish the game. And when you're at a location and stuff, it counts down in real time. But when you're travelling and stuff, it skips about 20 minutes. And basically it's like, you got to rescue them within a certain time limit. And it's really, cause like I said, it makes good use of the Mega CD's capabilities. It had CD audio, it had a digital sound, it had proper sound effects as well. Some of the audio tracks were just sound effects, like birds and sound effects and things and whatnot, to add to the realism. It did have F&V video as well. It's a very good game. Like I said, it did make some really good use of the Mega CD's capabilities, and it's a really enjoyable game. If you enjoy games like Myst and whatnot, it's a game worth checking out. Anyway, so I went slightly off topic here. This level requires really good fast timing reactions. This is underwater sewer level, but it's just as exciting as all the other levels, really. But this Road Avenger. This wasn't the first game I loaded up on the Mega CD. The first game I ever loaded up on my real Mega CD, which I did get a few years ago, it was Soul Feast, because my Mega CD did come with some games. It came with you had the Soul Feast, Cobra Command, and you had the Sega Arcade Classics collection. It had about 5 games on the disc. And I think that was my last life. Well, a spectacular way to end. Anyway, so this is Road Avenger gameplay video for the Mega CD. Really good game. Quite a good one of the best ones. I hope you enjoyed watching this video. I shall see you again soon. Bye.